welcome back to Camison's Crafts. Josh and I are going to do a video on how to make these, and then at the end we're going to taste them and tell you if they are good or not. A couple months ago we did the same brand, the Yummy Nummies Mini Kitchen Magic, but it was gummy sushi with a drink. It was, oh my god, it was horrible. It was the worst thing I've ever tasted in my entire life. Josh drank the drink.
It was pretty bad.
My mom was like gagging. It was hilarious. So hopefully chocolate's a little bit better. Usually you can never go wrong with chocolate, but this is the Yummy Nummies brand. The instructions are in English, unlike these are kind of like knockoffs from Poppin' Cookin'. Those are in Japanese, I believe. I haven't ever done one. I know they're in a different language. These ones are the ones that are in English. So it tells you it comes with white chocolate, dark chocolate, a cutting tool, 2 melting bags, 6 mini wrappers, an instruction sheet, and the tray. Tells you to mix, melt, and enjoy. So hopefully it's something that's pretty quick, but we are going to do this for you. I did get this at Michael's. It was like $4 something, maybe $5 after tax. They have the sushi one, spaghetti and meatballs, pizza, and the chocolate. Those are the only ones I've ever seen at my Michael's. I'm sure there are more. I'll link a couple videos to Poppin' Cookin' down below. In my last video, my Michael's haul and my Walmart haul, I talked about this and how I heard about Poppin' Cookin' from Pupinia's channel. So I'll see if I can find her video to link down below as well. But remember to comment, like, and subscribe to see more videos like this. And let us know in the comments what other ones you would like us to try, or what other things like this we should try. And we will hopefully try to find those and do those for you. But let's get on to what's inside the box. Alright, so we got the box open, so we will show you what's inside.
Let's go to the candy shop.
Okay, so the purple one is the milk chocolate.
And right here is the white chocolate.
And you do have to cut open the bag. I'm trying not to cut this little, I don't know what this is. I don't think it's important. I think it's housing these, but we definitely don't want to cut that. So we'll cut along the line. Okay. Alright, and inside this little bag, we have another bag. But here is the chocolate tray. It does make 6 chocolates, as the bag, the package talked about. A mustache, a dog, I love you,
Bike, yum, hashtag yum, and then peace.
Oh, peace. Okay, perfect. So that's the mold.
And I mean, if you guys are having issues, there are instructions right here, but it shows you step by step how to do so. So
Pretty self-explanatory. I'm sure all you gotta do is melt the chocolate and put it into the mold. But in this bag here, this one that we wouldn't have mattered if we cut it or not to begin with. This one has, let me get it out. It has 2 piping bags. Of course, one for each chocolate. Just opens up. So there's 2 of those. There's 6 of, what are these?
they are
these are probably the wrappers, the chocolate wrappers, right?
Yeah, the wrappers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't read the instructions or what it is, but I think it said the box said it comes with 6 wrappers.
I did. And then this here is like a knife you kind of use to like spread the chocolate around, so it doesn't, so you don't have to use your hands or anything like that.
Probably
so,
mix.
Yeah, I think you mix the chocolate together.
Probably mix in a bowl or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is all of the ingredients. Okay, so the instructions, once I read them, it is not microwaving. It is just a bowl of warm water. So we have a bowl of, I don't know if it's going to melt it, but we have a bowl of semi-warm water. It may melt it because it's chocolate, but I don't know. There isn't really anything to this one. Like the last one, there was a lot of stirring and a lot of nasty stuff. This one I really don't think is going to be bad because of the chocolate. Is all that's in there, and it's just chocolate. So what it wants you to do is pour your chocolate into a bag. So I will do one and Josh will do one. It just says to pour to line 3, and then put in your water, and just don't get any, of course, get any water in the bag or the chocolate will seize. But as you can tell, it's just simply white chocolate, or excuse me, mine's milk chocolate. It is simply just milk chocolate. Nothing to it, nothing special. That's why I don't think this one is going to be bad. So if this one's kind of a bust and it just tastes like normal chocolate, I'll definitely get one of the more gross looking ones and we'll do that for you guys. But definitely comment down below again which ones you would like to see, and hopefully one of them you can get a really strong opinion on whether they're good or not. So I'm just going to twist my bag just so water doesn't get into it, and then I'll just put it in the water. But I am going to have Josh do his, and then we'll put him in the water and see what it does. So I will have him do his while mine goes in. Well, we'll just have him do his. And there is a little bit left over. Really, as you can see, I poured it back in. Probably not a lot. It might melt down and make another chocolate bar. But I don't know if this one thing will make 6 bars or if it's only going to make the 3. I'm going to do 3. Josh will do 3. And if it makes more, great. But the thing says it makes 6, so I would imagine it makes 3 and 3. But who knows? And if you're going to fill it completely full to that line, then it might make 3. But if you were to do a single layer, you might be able to get more. We're probably going to fill it up to the line. The little tool that I came with, this orange thing, Josh and I don't think it's going to cut. It's supposed to cut the plastic, I guess. It says use your cutting tool to cut it open. Really, this thing would spread cheese on some crackers, and that's about it. I don't think it's going to cut anything, but we'll just use scissors to cut our bags. But I will let Josh pour his so you can see what those look like.
All right, and here we go with the white chocolate here. Here, cut it there. All right. Fill up to line 3. That and a little low. That's a line 2, guys. So let's go ahead and a little more.
Oh, from that angle, click 3.
Yeah.
There
we go. There we go. That is line 3. Okay. And I will do what Cam does. I will wrap mine around as well. I don't want any water in mine.
If you've ever had siege
like
chocolate,
that.
it's disgusting.
Okay,
so I'm going to move this, clean up a little bit, and we will put it in the water, and we'll be right back. Okay, so that bowl that we had was too small, and the water was not even close to being warm or hot enough. The instructions say warm water.
But warm water, I think, is not going to work. It needs like boiling hot water almost.
This was in for like 2 minutes, and it's making it. Oh, wait, hold on. So we had put it in for about 1 minute and 20 seconds, and it melted the chocolate, but when you rub it, you could still feel whole chocolates in the middle. So we put it in for another
30 seconds.
And now it's probably like I mean, this probably would barely start to cook ramen noodles. Barely start to cook it. So I can still feel pieces in there. But what we did is we twisted the tops like you saw. And then we wanted to be able to push it down. So I just twisted them together and then put a hair tie on it. A brand new, never before used hair tie, but to seal the tops. That way no water would be able to get in, because again, C's chocolate is disgusting. So we're gonna let it melt here for a little bit longer, and then you can just rub it and feel like, I don't feel any more hard pieces, because obviously it doesn't need to be like really liquidy to come out, because you're gonna cut the hole. And I mean, it doesn't need to be like hot piping chocolate that you put in the mold, but you wouldn't want a piece of unmelted small chocolate chip to get stuck in your hole and then not come out. So next thing we're going to do is pipe it into our mold. Okay, so we've got our chocolate. I've taken them apart and twisted it. I am going to cut mine just the slightest little piece off. As you can see, this much just had chocolate on it. So I'm going to start to pour mine in while Josh squeezes or cuts his off and squeezes his in. Since it is not runny, Josh is going to cut his off and start to squeeze it in. Tip it up and cut it off. You may want to make the hole a little bit bigger depending on how cold your chocolate is. This is probably where I'm going to use the little knife that it came with and smooth out the chocolate. Since it is not extremely runny, in the past I have melted chocolate into a piping bag, and trying to squeeze it onto something is extremely hot. So that's why I wasn't too picky or particular about how hot the chocolate got, as long as it was melted. So I will wait for him to pipe that in. So he probably needs a bigger hole, but if that's working for him.
Yeah, it's working okay. Not the greatest. I should have did a bigger hole, but
he didn't even get chocolate
nope
out of his little thing. Oh.
I'm still new to all this little crafty things. I'm not much of a craft person, so.
You don't have to craft. This is cooking.
I ain't much of a cooking person.
Baking, I guess. Well,
you should know that I'm not much of a cooking there, babe.
Can you
Unless it's barbecue.
Squeeze a little bit harder, maybe. How much do you have left? Oh my gosh, you have the whole thing left.
See,
I'm like,
I'm not the best cooking here.
I'm like, your chocolate's gonna be small. No, you've got like all your chocolate left.
Cooking's not my strongest here, guys.
Okay,
so bear with me.
Cut it a whole little bit bigger. I just worry that it's gonna harden, and it's gonna harden in a glob. Oh, almost went in my eye. There you go. If it wasn't gonna harden, I would say take your time, but I don't want to eat a glob bar like that. I want to see the cute imprints.
Why not? It's always
especially good. This one says I love you. And put it in the that one. Okay, so I'm gonna spread mine out. He will spread his out, and we'll be right back. Okay, so I went and did the spread on mine. He did the spread on his. By the time I got here, this was already starting to harden, and so was his. So they don't look perfect on top. Again, I guess kind of goes back to if it was more melted, you wouldn't have to worry about it setting as quick. But this was melted, but it wasn't hot, so it started to set up harder. You could probably try and like tap it down, like kind of like this, to make it smooth. But doesn't need to be smooth. Worry about the other side that's in the mold. I mean, you're gonna eat it anyways. But the instructions do say to put it in the microwave, the fridge for 5 minutes. I know that putting chocolate in the fridge where it hardens and it completely hardens, like it would harden out here probably in 20 minutes and a half hour. The fridge does speed it up, but also the fridge makes it a little bit easier to pop it out, especially since it's not a silicone mold. You're going to want to have it pop out. So we're gonna put this in the fridge for 5 minutes or so. We'll come back with them unmolded and show you what they look like, and then we will taste them and tell you what we think. But I can tell you just by smoothing it out with my finger and licking this off that it's chocolate. It tastes just like chocolate. It's a little bit on the sweeter side.
Yeah, about that.
So I don't know if that one that we did before was meant to be good and we just thought it was disgusting.
Yeah,
Or we went into it thinking it was disgusting, or what. That one was horrible.
Some type of mind frame went into it and it just didn't quite work out.
Maybe, I mean, I don't think you can ever mess it. Like, chocolate is good no matter where you get it from. But we will probably grade more on what the molds come out as, or what the chocolate comes out with the molds on top, than how it tastes. Either way, once this has hardened, we will be back. All right, guys, after the 5 minutes has passed, obviously it doesn't flatten this out or anything, but if you can tell, it's not as glossy, so it means, you know, it's hardened. But it's just really simple to pop them out. And I didn't get a bowl to put them in, so we'll just put them on this. Here's my peace sign. Pop this one out. Kind of just got to get underneath it. The cool thing though, looks a little rough on the edges. The cool thing though with these type of, with chocolate, I guess I should say, because I've had a couple chocolate little things I've got that come with these plastic molds, is that you definitely can keep them and you reuse them. There are my 3. You can see inside it kind of like broke off, but I mean it does get it pretty well for only being $4. So while Josh kind of pops his out, I'll kind of just show you mine again. I don't think you need to see multiple people popping them out, so I'll show you my 3. He's got his first one. Here's
kind of like my mustache. It's a little.
Let me get it a little. You're standing in the light, so it's hard to. Sorry. No, it's not your. Okay.
Here's my little mustache here. As you can kind of tell, not the greatest.
Okay. It's really thin. Again, it definitely goes all back to how hot our chocolate was.
And there's my dog. Like, it's really not that thin, as you can tell from
It's
there.
not that thick.
It's not that thick, really.
It's pretty thin.
This one here, this one kind of broke. Still edible. So that was the I love you. The other part is still in there.
Which again, like I've already stated, and we've already stated, is if it was thicker chocolate, it was clear up to that line, it wouldn't break. This one said I love you at one point, so.
Yeah, and there's kind of says I love you there.
So we're gonna share that piece to taste that chocolate, and we'll just take the bike one here. So we'll break it, and you can have that piece. Okay, so we're just gonna try it. So I'll try the white chocolate.
And I'll try the regular chocolate.
Oh, I don't know. That is too sweet for me. I think it tastes like that one. It definitely is white chocolate, but it tastes like, oh, it's too sweet for me. Like my teeth are gonna be hurting. It definitely does taste just like the bag of white Hershey Kisses or white chocolate chip kisses that you get at, not kisses, white chocolate chips that you get for baking at the baking aisle at the store. Hershey's white chocolate on the bag. It's yellow, blue. Tastes just like that. Like,
the regular chocolate, it was perfect for me. It just tastes like chocolate you get from the store. I'm gonna try this white one now.
Oh,
so I'll see how that goes.
That's nasty.
That was good to me.
Oh, this kind. I mean, you definitely can taste the chocolate. You know it's chocolate. If you were blindfolded, you would know it was chocolate. But oh no. Maybe it's just too boring for me. But I like Hershey's with almonds. I like the white chocolate with the cookies and cream. You definitely can tell though that they are just chocolate chips melted.
The white chocolate is a little sweeter than the regular chocolate, but still, I mean, it tastes fine to me.
Oh, my teeth hurt. Really, they hurt. Okay. Okay. We're gonna wrap up. I'm just gonna wrap up one of my chocolates just so you can kind of see what it looks like wrapped up. So I'm gonna wrap up #yum. Gonna line it up. It's probably a simple way to wrap this. Who knows? I don't wrap gifts very well, so I'm not gonna be able to wrap a bar of chocolate. Definitely something this would be really fun for like my 5-year-old sister to do. The baby would love to eat this. She would probably eat it all. So it's definitely a fun kids project.
And here comes the white chocolate.
And it's inexpensive. Would be great on a rainy day.
I'm not much of a rapper myself, so when it comes to Christmas gifts, I let Cammy do all the wrapping because I suck at wrapping gifts.
No, and I changed my idea. This would not be a good rainy day craft. You're supposed to be outside in the rain. When it's 100 degrees outside, do this. Who doesn't want chocolate when it's hot?
I don't. It's all melted.
Well, that's why you're inside. Okay, so as you can tell, it is very difficult to wrap. It's not a perfect bar.
But yeah, that's you can tell. That's you can tell. I don't wrap. She does all the wrapping, so she's better than mine. So.
But it is kind of cool. I mean, the wrapper, it's regular wrapper. It's cool.
So if there's any crushes that you guys are watching, I guess it would be a good little cheesy gift you can give them if you want.
That's true. Hey, make it a date. If you want to
go.
make some yummy nummies in your kitchen on a date, it's better than a movie.
It'd be a cheap date.
You could do a ton of these and test them. It's better than a movie. At least you guys are getting to know each other. As if you are not new to my channel, you're aware that I do coasters. So this would be a cool coaster. Maybe I'll save these and make a coaster out of our first YouTube video we did together. But obviously we've still got 4 of them left. Yeah, 4 plus 2 is 6. Yeah, 4 of them left to do something with. But yeah, it was a pretty cool thing. It's definitely hard for 2 people to do just because it's not elaborate. It's seriously melting chocolate. Definitely, like we've said before, comment, like, and subscribe. Definitely comment down below on which ones you would like for us to do, or what type of challenge. This really wasn't a challenge, but what type of challenge you would like to see maybe. We definitely want to do more videos together. So let us know what you'd like to see, and we will get it up for you. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Again, I'm Josh. Bye.